Yes, your hat is very, very fitting.
It makes my head look even bigger than it already is, and I have a big head.
A big noggin.
You look like a nice trucker.
Thanks. I like nice. Nice is good.
Yeah. Not the unfriendly trucker, a nice friendly trucker.
Damn it.
You know, the ones who want to invite you in their cab. You know, those truckers.
I don't know those.
I'm just kidding.
Cannot say that I've actually witnessed or been privy to that at all.
But you know, you do you, Tim.
Ryan's never invited you into his house?
I've never been invited into a cab of a trucker's cab.
Neither have I.
Oh, I didn't post that to the... God damn it. This is hard to do.
What are we doing?
I'm trying to post everything out to the
I'll post
Patreon
it. Calm
stuff.
down.
No, I posted it to the chat. I'm trying to post it to the Patreon group now. Which is weird because it starts playing immediately when I post it, and so then I hear all this talking, and it's for...
While we're talking, that's awesome.
No, I know you have to load it, and then it even goes from the StreamYard link that's like a forwarding link. So like the link doesn't work. You can't just like open that. You have to literally click it and get to it before you can copy and paste it.
Yep,
it's annoying.
Sounds
it's not helpful. They should just have like a copy the. Like share the link, like copy it.
Just know what I'm doing.
Well, no, it seems like a common thing people might want to do.
Yeah. So episode titles, I had golf clap.
I like golf clap.
I like golf clap. Yeah, we're good.
Golf clap. All right.
So at the end there, I was looking at that one Twitter account we hate, asking about how many wins we would get this year.
Right.
You got your usual suspects. You got Georgia Tech piping it 0. You got our friends Trash Down South actually giving us 3 wins. I thought that was really weird.
Did they include themselves in there?
No, they did not. No.
Wait, what is this? What happened? What is the basis?
Oh, sorry. So, that Twitter account, that Big Game Boomer.
Yeah.
He posted. He's been doing this for all the schools. So he'll say, he'll post our schedule and say Georgia State's record in 2023 will be blank, fill in the blank. And of course, it's a bunch of responses. And of course, you got all the Southern and Georgia Tech people chiming in. One Southern fan said they hope they find a way we can do worse than 0-12.
I mean, all right, we win a game. Like, we're winning a game.
We or them?
No, that worse than 0 wins.
We're 0 wins.
We get negative wins.
That's absurd.
We're worse than 0. Yeah,
that's
we
absurd.
win.
I mean, we've done it once, right? I mean, there's a history there, but like that's absurd.
Yeah, we win a game. And honestly,
what do you for sure? We're winning.
If it's that bad of a season, we're still gonna beat some like weird team, like how we beat Southern Miss last year.
It'll be LSU. If we're 1-11, it'll be LSU.
Now that would get us some serious TV time. If we're because that's like what it would be 0-9 at that point. We're 0-9 going into LSU, and we beat them. We would get so much the nonsense. Like we could be 1-8 having beaten Trash Down South, and then yeah.
I mean, I think we're gonna win more than 0 games, but I think if we do just win 1 game, it's LSU.
If we win 1 game, is Elliott gone?
I talked to Ben on the phone today, and he said if we go 0-12 this season, Coach Elliott's back next year. No, Coach Elliott's back. He's back. It's a $1.5 million buyout.
Oh yeah, no, he's back.
I don't care.
Yeah, but the money. We don't have the money to fire him.
Yeah,
so that's...
Can we just tell him he's not coaching?
Not athletics.
He's not coaching. He's relegated to Waterboy and promote someone else.
Money is fungible, and Georgia State ain't poor.
Yeah, but athletics is treated differently than the university. So
but it's also image.
We're firing that guy.
Actually, wait, you know what? Wait a minute. Coach Elliott is a university employee. He's employed by the university, not by athletics, right?
Well, that's why that backs me up.
Sure.
Right. No, that's yeah. He's so
I don't know. I don't know what the difference is, but
Ben has said a lot of things to me that have become false. Like he told me that the Trash Down South would never make it FBS.
Well, here they are.
I don't mean told me. I mean he was very public about this, that they did not have the money, the funding, the facilities. They didn't have this to become an FBS program. He said that would be a case. Obviously, that's different. Now he also said the same thing about Kennesaw State. And now they're entering at what is questionably an FBS conference in Conference USA. So, which, by the way, they're supposed to rebrand on July 1st.
To what?
Are they going to get a new, like a non-owl?
Oh no, Conference USA, not Kennesaw. Yeah, sorry. I don't think they're changing the name of the conference, but I think they're just trying to do like a kind of like we did our logo,
little flower thing, little poppy.
Our little logo refresh and stuff. They're trying to find a way to rebrand themselves.
We moved away from copying the SEC to what we have now.
Yeah, I don't know. Conference USA. I mean, so if you follow the Sunbelt message board, like everyone is hates on Conference USA. I don't really hate on them. I never gave a shit about them before. I don't give a shit about them now. But man, that's a shitty fucking conference. I feel bad for those teams that are still
got left.
I'm glad we didn't go.
WKU. Oh,
well,
man.
if we did, we would be in the AAC right now because we would.
Where's Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky?
In that conference,
Conference USA. But I'm saying like because American picked up 6 teams from Conference USA.
Yeah,
so
they wouldn't have picked us up.
We would have. Well, they wanted to pick us up out of Sun Belt, and we said no to it. But we would definitely said yes to get out of Conference USA.
Not necessarily true.
I think 100% true. I have seen the multiverse, and I have seen every situation, and in every case where we joined the Conference USA, we ended up in the American Conference.
I think if we were in Conference USA and saw the shit hitting the fan, we would leave. We wouldn't stay.
Every single team invited to leave Conference USA has left Conference USA.
I know, but David, there's some serious problems with your multiverse. That's impossible what you just said, but that's fine.
No, nothing. Everything I said was factually accurate.
I know, and if I try to explain it in detail, then I'm the nerd, and like I'm not gonna win anybody here. But also, you're fucking wrong. You're wrong. You're fucking wrong.
No, I'm not. I looked into all possible scenarios across the multiverse.
Stone or whatever.
There was a really good tweet to this. I know I'm going to ruin your multiverse. Sorry. There was a really good tweet that said they got lost to about 19 times and they gonna kept in they goose trinkets.
What are you saying?
In like they was on kilt time, but done nude they ain't could ungot.
This is terrible radio.
Hashtag roll tide.
I am not drunk enough to understand that.
That was so hard to read.
Or inbred enough to read that, to understand that.
I'm sure that makes sense to that person who tweeted it, right?
I don't. How did you even get this? Like, who is this person?
It's just Twitter.
Yeah, that answers everything.
The Twitterverse.
Ugh.
Indeed.
Yeah, we shouldn't be on Twitter. We should delete our account.
Nah.
It's like it's our biggest.
Okay.
It's our biggest presence.
It's the people that are there that are horrible.
I know.
It's the comment section. Don't read the comments.
That's right.
Avoid it at all costs.
There was a Husky fan that says we could go 8-4, but the floor is 3-9. Expectation 6-6. Hey, I would take that whole thing.
8-4,
8-4, 6-6. Expectation floor is 3. If they told you were doing one of those 3, I would take that all day.
Well, the thing about being 5.5 game over under is honestly, if we win 5 games, we don't hit the over, but that's an improvement from last season. So
if I'm under at 5, that actually means that I'm right where Las Vegas is, right? I mean, when they came up with it, they were like, "Oh, well, so," and then we need to like bump it up just a little bit to make it like the betting line, because you don't have the round number as the betting line ever, right? You're always half.
I assume the reason why they have the half game thing is so there's no question about over about whether it's 5. If they say 5 games, well, I did 5 games, so it's
But
so
you
it's
would always
5 and
bump
a
it up a
half.
little bit to do that,
Yeah.
right? So if like 5 wins is right, then they win.
Right.
So I feel like when they say 5.5, they mean they think 5 wins.
Right. I agree. Yeah,
So I feel like
think
I'm right on board. I actually went up and pulled it up right away and was like, all right, let me figure out exactly where I am with the season. And I'm like, 5. I'm right there. But it's the under, but like that's where I'm at.
I mean, I think 5 is bare minimum. We get that those first 3, TDS, Old Dominion. You beat Lafayette, you're at 6.
I don't have us beating Lafayette, but I know you do, and I understand the reasons and I accept them.
I mean, like same thing with Coastal. I accept your reasons on Coastals, and so now I'm at 6 wins. Now we're going bowling. All right.
Who do you want to beat more, Coastal or Lafayette?
Well, so based on
Lafayette.
my logic for Coastal, we will not beat Lafayette either.
No, Lafayette.
We will not
I
beat
wanna,
Lafayette
I
because
would-
we've
I would
never
take-
beaten them.
I would take a win over a team we've never beaten before, over a team we've never beaten at home before.
I would split the 2 of those all freaking day. All
What do you
day.
mean?
If we win one of them and lose the other, I will take it.
Yeah, you're saying if we can only win one. Okay.
If we win one of those, I will take it.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Absolutely.
doesn't matter
sure.
which one.
That'll be a good. That will be a win.
Like you could, if we win either of those 2, I'm happy. And if we beat Coastal, I'm happy that we keep the streak alive. And if we beat Lafayette, I'm happy that we broke the streak.
Yep.
Right. So
That's a tough one. I would rather beat Lafayette and lose to Coastal.
Carefully,
I mean,
Tony
yeah,
and David here.
I
no,
know.
I agree.
but
I'm on the same page. I would rather beat Lafayette,
break that
but
streak of nothing.
but if we're winning only one of those 2, I'm happy either way. I would rather beat Lafayette and have the Raging Cajuns come on here and the Raging Review come on here and
We should have them on the week after.
oh yeah, it'd be great.
Ooh.
We should do 2 episodes a week to get reaction
one pre
and
and
preview.
post.
I don't think so.
That could be a rough season if we do that. Let's not do that.
Yeah. Oh, there's one thing I meant to talk about tonight that we talked about a little bit. Playing the game at Belmont. If we played that game 1 week earlier, the Falcons are in Nashville for the Titans game on that Sunday. So you go for the weekend, you see Falcons on Sunday, stick around for Monday, see Georgia State at Belmont, a doubleheader.
That would be a good reason to go see the Falcons. And
Yeah.
Georgia State.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I'll be on a cruise for the Titans game, so I couldn't go to that one anyways, which means I couldn't go to the Belmont game.
No.
Was that your
Cruise with free booze, right?
Bert Kreischer?
My Burt Kreischer cruise, yeah.
Or is it the 80s one?
No, this is the Burt one.
As I just said, it's the Burt.
Did you do the 80s one already?
That the 80s one is in March.
We were talking about it, me and Denver, because what's her face? Your homegirl that
Cyndi
you're into?
Lauper?
Oh, Debbie Gibson?
Not Cyndi Lauper. Holy crap. That's nobody's actually into her. Debbie Gibson is doing DC Pride, and I was considering figuring out a way to get to DC for that, just so I can be like, I saw her before you did.
I did her before you did.
I saw her before you were born, Ryan.
Yeah, that's probably true. Is that true? Holy crap.
Dropping
You had to have been
facts.
like in your 10s.
Yeah, I was 10 or 11 when I saw her
And you-
in Memphis.
Really? You saw Debbie Gibson when you were 10?
No way.
At the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, yeah.
All right. Yeah, you win this round.
You were just getting prepped for her, weren't you?
That was
Yeah,
the beginning.
I was like
It's
10
only
and,
just
and she was like
begun.
16 or something like that. Yeah. Oh, look at you go, Ryan. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
The crust was developing.
Oh, man, you're turning me on, Ryan. Stop it.
He might flap to go to DC Pride now.
Hey,
It's
there's
like literally this weekend.
thing.
Oh, never mind.
There's this guy that's gonna be the cruise you're going on. Like, stay away from it at all costs. He's gonna come across and be like nice, but he's sketchy as fuck. Yeah.
All right.
The only other thing I had was the Sun Belt football championship game, conference championship game. Now could be picked up by. Well, no.
Be what?
Could now be picked up by ABC. It's been an ESPN game, and it could go national on
Disney.
ABC.
Really?
ESPN is Disney too, though, aren't they?
They're all Disney. Yeah, it's all Disney. But I'm saying, but like ESPN requires cable connection. ABC is over the air connection, so it's a wider audience. So depending on the matchup, ABC could pick up the Sun Belt championship game
Thursday night at 10:40 p.m.
No, it's Saturday at 3. Saturday at 4 p.m. That was this is
What games are on then?
This is one of my bitch things was it was being in the shitty ass conference we're in that is based in New Orleans. Everything is based off Central Time. So everything that comes out of the Sun Belt Conference is Central Time.
That's dumb.
Whereas everything done nationally,
every other conference,
the rest of the world is on Eastern Time.
Everything is Eastern, and maybe they say /Central or whatever. But like, yeah, everything is Eastern Time. Another reason why either one, get out the fuck out of this conference, or two, the conference headquarters needs to move out of the fucking Central Time zone.
Atlanta.
It makes so much sense to be.
I know, but you would hate that because it would like further solidify our presence within the Sun Belt.
Oh no, we leave the year after they move.
I mean, even the Pac-12 puts their times in as Eastern.
No, Ryan, we leave after they move here, and then we host their basketball tournament in the box.
I'm in. I was so upset that Dave's not into the box.
He did not
wrong.
Well, he's into the box, but he's not into naming our convocation center box.
I know.
How did it come, Ryan?
He clearly was pushing back on that in like a diplomatic way.
He's like, that's an interesting one. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, but let's do something else. Anything else, literally.
All right. Well, he's wrong. We'll make it happen.
I know he's wrong. Like he can be wrong about some things, but it's not much.
All right. So anybody that's 17 and a half minutes into last call gets to find out that we're hosting or we're interviewing Sean Elliott next week.
We are.
Hooray.
Woohoo.
And by we mean David and
we mean Tim and myself, not Ryan's too busy that day to interview Coach Elliott. So
it's a rough
I'm excited.
Day.
I'm excited
and
about
kid
it.
Does come first.
Do they really? I feel like you were a Georgia State fan well before you had a kid.
That's true. I'll get my priorities in order at some point.
I feel like your kid's downloading the internet right now because you look all pixelated.
Would you download the internet?
She might be.
And Dave says he puts Georgia State ahead of his family. So it's Kiss,
but not Kiss.
Georgia State,
Kiss, Georgia State family.
Kiss. That's what I'm saying. Kiss, Georgia State family, and you are now putting your family ahead of Georgia State. You would be such a disappointment to Dave.
Look, we can't all live up to The Voice, right? I mean, he is the reason he is great is, he puts it out there, and
he's
not all of us can live up to it.
All right, so Sam, Ryan, you got to get some pre-recorded questions to ask Coach Elliott.
Yeah.
Do you really think that's gonna happen? Okay,
it's almost like a Saturday Night Live skit. We'll have to read what Ryan writes.
Do that
unprompted, just like, all right,
the news skit.
Oh yeah, I mean, like that.
Wait, can we do that? Can we do that? Can I just write some shit and you guys have to read it?
David hasn't told us the rules yet, so
no, I know. I posted all the rules I have so far.
PG-13.
No, that was never said.
I know, but for my questions,
I know. Ryan, if you want to write up 4 or 5 questions, 3 or 4 questions, whatever you want to do, we will out of a panther head hat, Tim and I will pick them out and read them straight up, having never read them before.
All right, this is great news. I'm excited about this.
If you deliver us some sealed envelopes, we will do that. Tim, are you on board?
Sure.
All right, you get
So
Ryan.
wait, how do I need to do this?
You need to write a
Right.
question, put it in an envelope, seal it,
What? Give it to you, Dave?
Yeah.
shuffle them.
Well, I mean,
So
I
you don't
know,
even
like,
know.
Alright.
Have your daughter shuffle them.
I don't think
And then
Ryan
hand 'em
needs
to
to
David.
shuffle. I don't think Ryan needs to shuffle. Either that, or I'll just play a question. You can record yourself asking a question, and I'll hit a button and record it and play it.
We can
You
do
want me
that.
to do that? I can do that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah.
I'll ask like we'll do 5, and you can just pick one at random, 2 at random, 1 at random.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how the
You can
conversation
decide
goes.
after the first one. You'll guarantee one, and then after that one, you'll pick the second. You'll pick if you want to do another one.
So
Don't listen to him beforehand, though.
Oh no, I promise I will not listen to any of them. I swear on my honor, I will not listen to them beforehand. So that
This is great. I'm in. I'll send you 5.
All right. He's going to send me
One of
5
them's
of the
gonna be
exact same.
terrible. One of them is going to be like Russian roulette.
It's gonna be amazing.
Blow me where the Pampers is. Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna forget about this. So remind me like later. We have a week. We have a week to prepare for this. I'm actually gonna try to do some research because I want to do the same thing like we did with Dave, where it's not just like asking about like current jurisdiction. Like we'll ask about the team and expectations or Coach Staggs and the new stuff coming in.
App, right?
Or app and whatever. Like just like hey, what was it like coaching under Spurrier? You know,
Right.
like what was it like? You know, all of a sudden finding out, getting a phone call in the morning, and be like, hey, by the way, you're the new head coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Like it's like, what was that like? You know, that's the kind of stuff I want. I want to kind of get like just questions about him more so than just, hey, so what kind of defense do you think that Coach Staggs is gonna, you know?
Yeah, that's Thursday bullshit.
Right, exactly. Which they've never interviewed him before, right?
I don't know, but it's fine if they want to do it and they want to talk about like boring football bullshit. That's fine. We're gonna talk about interesting things.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's pretty cool that we're actually getting that kind of access that they've not had. I don't know if they've asked. I don't know if they've asked for it.
I'm sure they have.
They do. I mean, they always participate in like the post game calls. They
Which
ask a lot of questions there.
Which week we could if we weren't drunk.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
They not had him.
We should do like a Russian roulette and who can't drink on Saturday so they can be in the post game.
No, that's where I want to get an intern. I just want to get some student to be our person, our kind of like back like what was it the Man Show or whatever that would have like the kid to be on the red carpet and just ask the inappropriate questions.
Yeah, but we need that. Hey, wait, you have kids? Why don't we send them in?
Exactly. Coach Elliott, who has the biggest dick in the locker room?
That will not be one of my questions. Don't worry, that's not the Russian roulette like bullet. Don't worry.
Yeah, we can't. Well, I want you to ask some weird questions, but obviously this is our chance to
unlock more interviews,
more coaches, and hopefully get it to a point where we're not doing it in person, and we can do it where we're drunk and or we're at a bar doing something and he's drunk too.
I feel like Allison is so fucking scared of us being assholes. And yeah,
that's her job.
We're kind of assholes, but like, we're not gonna be bad though. We're not gonna like give him gotchas. Like we're gonna ask him like real questions. Like, if we were hanging out with him at a bar, which we have multiple times now, we're just gonna ask him normal questions.
So that's what I said. I told Ben today when I was talking to him about having him on and everything. I was like, "Yeah, Allison's scared as fuck of what's going to happen." He's like, she's scared as fuck of him, and he's been doing this for way longer than we have, and he's way more politically correct.
We should be.
We have
honored. We should be honored.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
We have that.
You remember
we listened to
that
response.
It was rough. I mean, like she's really kind of like she's real tentative about this, and like. I mean, Coach Elliott is like, here, let's be real here. Coach Elliott is a bit more crass than we are. I mean, like in real,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in real life, you know.
Yeah, are
Like
you
he's
gonna have a
somebody I would definitely have a beer with and not have a problem with it. And like that's the point of our podcast is to have a beer
Right.
with somebody and like hang out with them and talk to them about
Right,
the
like-
shit that they're working on.
If you did not-
maybe we bring drinks, but they're like those beers that you put inside the soda.
the little fake can
Yeah, the
wraps
fake
on
can
there.
wrap.
Or a
Well, no,
vodka
no, like
and a
Ryan-
Coke or a Sprite
Ryan-
Zero can.
Ryan, to your point, it's like if you had no idea who Coach Elliott was and you just happened to find yourself sitting next to him at a bar, like anywhere, and just started picking up a conversation with another bar patron, like, yeah, that's the kind of shit that like he's a fun. The next day, you'd be like, oh man, there was some dude I talked to. I don't know, he like coaches football or something like that. He was a cool dude. I had a good time talking to him. Like that's the kind of guy that Coach Elliott is. You know,
He coaches
It
at
is
some
the
place
kind of
called
podcast
Georgia
that
State,
we
but I don't know
run.
where that is.
I have no idea what either one of you said. You guys
know.
talked at the
It's the
exact
kind of
same time,
podcast that we run.
right?
Right. That's the point of the podcast. The whole thing was let's be three guys sitting at a bar counter talking about Georgia State. Right. We
I
don't
like
know
how
shit
Ryan-
about Georgia State.
I like how Ryan keeps on reminding me what my idea of the podcast was.
I know. No, I'm not reminding you. I'm reminding our listeners. I'm not reminding you.
This is for
calm
all
down,
the
man.
people out there. We
the
want to
people.
make
I'm not
sure they
reminding
know
you.
what this
I'm just
is.
saying it out loud.
You are right. You're absolutely 100% right, Ryan. And my vodka is empty.
Which
We
means
need to write that down. Who's right?
beer time. Beer time.
Who is right?
No, it's I'm gonna log off and
I know,
shit,
but who was
retarded.
right? Somebody was right there.
Thanks everybody for listening. We will talk to you next week. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys. Ryan's right.
Bye.